Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the Psukim of Bitachon, and today's verse is Tehillim 69, number 7. Al yevoishu vi kaivecha. Let those who wait for you not be shamed through me. Hashem Elokim tzvakos al yikalmu. Hashem Elokim, the Master of Legions. Let those who seek you not be humiliated, be in me or through me. Mivakshecha Elokei Yisrael. All of those that are seeking and searching for you, the God of Israel. Says Rav Hirsch, such a beautiful idea on this verse. And that is that we know that Klal Yisrael throughout all of history is supposed to be an or lagoyim. We are a light unto the nations, a light unto the world, a light unto the other Jewish people. Especially today, we live in a generation where there is 75% assimilation, 75% of intermarriage. The majority of the Jewish people don't even know who they are Jewish or what it means to be a Jew. And therefore the mission of every Jew that finds himself within the world of Torah and mitzvahs is to be a light, a beacon of light, of the Shekhinah, of the divine presence, of the goodness, of the truth of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and His Torah. And therefore, Dovid is asking the Rabbi Shalom, I rely upon you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to allow me to always be an example that the Jewish people will look to, and they will recognize and they will see just how glorious and marvelous it is to be a Jew. There's a famous story with Rav Naftali of Amsterdam, who was one of the great Talmidim, the disciples of Rav Yisrael Salanter. And he said that he had a mission in this world, and his mission was he wanted to be Mekarev all of Klal Yisrael to Yadus. He wanted to bring all the Jewish people back to Yiddishkeit. Now, Reb Naftali was not known to be a very loud, boisterous person. They didn't know him to be running around and running Shabbatons and dining and wining people and trying to show them the profundities of the Torah and getting involved in very deep philosophical conversations to show the most secular Jew of that time that there is a God and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is for real and the Torah is emes. So how they asked him, Reb Naftali, how do you expect in your world that you live in, how do you expect to bring all of Klal Yisrael back to Yadus, to Yiddishkeit? And he said, very simple. He said, I'm going to become an expert in the teachings of the Shulchan Aruch, the Code of Jewish Law. And I'm going to keep every single mitzvah b'dikduk gamor with tremendous precision. And therefore, anyone that will see me, they will see a Jew that is living their life in total congruence with the Ratzon Hashem, with HaKadosh Baruch Hu's will, living a life of pure Torah and of mitzvahs, where every halach is being kept to the greatest degree possible. When a Jew will see me living such a life that radiates Ratzon Hashem, the will of God, that itself will have an impact on them and will bring them back to the ways of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and His Torah and His mitzvahs. Dovid HaMelech is saying over here, Ribono Shel Olam, he says there are many people that are seeking you. They might not even know that they're seeking you. There are many people that are straying and they're looking for meaning in life. They are looking for a purpose and understanding about what is the mission of a person in this world. There are many people like that. And amongst them are my Jewish brothers and my sisters, those that are not frum. And yes, my dear friends, even those that are frum, how many of us are just going through the motions day after day, yet we have no idea Ma Hashem Elokecha Sho Mimach, what HaKadosh Baruch Hu truly wants from us. We don't understand the beauty of davening, nor do we understand the depth of learning one word of Torah, or the opportunities of chesed that are around us all of the time, how it increases the goodness and the Shekhinah and the blessing in this world. So even the frum Yidden, the ones that call themselves the Torah observant Jews, even we are struggling to be truly close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So Dovid HaMelech was saying there are Yidden in the world all over from the entire spectrum that are seeking and searching. And I'm asking you one thing, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, let me always be in a position where I will be an example and a role model and a mentor towards the Jewish people. Let me be someone that when they look at me, they see, that's what it means to be a Yid. That's what it means to be a Jew that is dedicated to the cause of Yiddishkeit, someone who serves HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Look at him. Look at Dovid HaMelech with all the troubles that he goes through. Nevertheless, he is still smiling. There's a beautiful story with Rav Nosson Tzvi Finkel, who was the late Rosh Yeshiva of the Mir Yeshiva in Yerushalayim. He was a man that for the last 25 years of his life suffered Parkinson's disease, a terrible, terrible disease. And for many reasons, because he wanted his mind to work strong, he did not take most of the medication that the average patient of Parkinson's takes because it would dull his brain. And he said, my brain is all that I have, and therefore I don't take the medication. And so his body was always moving, it was flailing, he was very weak, he sometimes could not barely speak. But until the very end of his life, his mind was always clear and sharp. Whenever he walked around, and you can see it from the pictures that have been taken in the thousands of pictures, the man was always walking around with a smile on his face. Now, for a person with Parkinson's whose muscles are shutting down in his body, making any movement is not easy, but certainly to walk around with a smile on your face all the time, when you're suffering in pain and difficulties, not an easy thing. Somebody asked him once, Rosh Yeshiva, why do you always walk around with a smile on your face? Or how do you always walk around with a smile on your face, even when you are suffering under the pressures of this dreaded disease? And the Rosh Yeshiva answered, because I know, because my body flails and it moves and I walk in an unusual way, that all the children are looking at me and they probably are laughing and feeling nebach for me. This poor Rosh Yeshiva, this poor older man, look how sick he is. They probably think that it distresses me and upsets me. So I walk around with a smile on my face so that every child should see that no matter what I'm going through, it's not staring, it's not bothering my equilibrium. I am a Baal Simcha, I am a happy person. I am Samech Bechelki, I'm happy with my lot. I'm happy with what HaKadosh Baruch Hu does. So when they look at my face, they'll know not to feel sorry for me, but rather they will be amazed that they will see a person under these particular pressures of life is radiating the simchas hanefesh, this total spiritual joy that is inside of my soul. That's Dovid HaMelech saying over here, Ribono Shel Olam, whoever is looking towards me and watching me, and they're looking to me as an example, let me be a good example of what it means to be a Jew. I place my trust in you that you will give me the fortitude and the strength to be able to accomplish this very lofty mission in my life. Have a wonderful day.